Hey guys, today we are talking about some of the best neck pillows on the market today for travel and which one might be the best suited for what you're looking for, so stick around. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today is a little bit of a different video. I have been on the prowl for a really good neck pillow. I have a long haul flight coming up over to Barcelona. So total flight time is about 13 hours. And what I've been using so far just has not been cutting it. I've got the head bob going on. I've got to get a stiff sore neck when I wake up. So I've been looking for the best pillow to suit my needs. Now behind me, I have a lot of the pillows that I have ordered from Amazon. And I'm going to try them all on today and show you why I think it would be great, pros and cons type thing. Now, I have not actually tried these on an airplane. I'm just judging it from wearing it in my home or in my office chair. So that's what I'm doing. But first, I wanted to show you what we've currently been using and why it just doesn't work. So first off, I used to use this, if you've probably seen this one. It's actually really cool because you can stretch it out, you can double it over, you can move it however you want. The nice thing about it is if you do happen to have a window seat, you can actually lean it against the window. However, if you don't have a window seat, it just really does not work that well. Once you put it around your neck, it doesn't stay together. Now there is this clasp, if I can get it. That's a little better. Hopefully you can hear me. It's covering my mic a little bit. That's a little better, but I still just really didn't feel like it was secure enough to hold. So that's the one I used to use. Most recently, like a lot of us do when you're in the airport and you get off a flight and you might see something like this one. This is from Hawaii and we saw it at the airport in Hawaii, and of course it was an impulse purchase, but it's your traditional neck pillow. It's mostly all the same shape around, and when I put it on, it just doesn't, it has a clip so you can put it around like this, but it just doesn't tighten enough. Like this is as tight as it goes, and you can see like there's no, it's not big enough here to keep my head stable, and so I would just droop. It isn't even, it kind of moves when I lean on it. It just wasn't really great. My husband has been using this neck pillow. Traditional neck pillow, right? You put it on, there's nothing here. So what I watched on our most recent trip as he was sitting next to me is this. I was like, that pillow is doing absolutely nothing for your neck, your posture. And I don't know how he took a nap that way personally, but I mean, even if you leave sideways, it's just not, it's not great. So now we're going to talk about which ones I purchased off of Amazon. I did purchase based on other people's reviews that I have watched, and I ordered them and then tried them out for myself, and I have my own verdict on the ones that we like best, both myself and my husband. So this is actually the first one that I purchased on Amazon. You've probably seen it. It's the turtle pillow. It's not technically a pillow, it's more of a neck brace. And it does hold your head still, but I'll show you why it just doesn't work for me. It might work for you, but let's take it out of the bag. So this is what it looks like. If I take it out, it has a rigid, this is a plastic piece, a rigid structure in it. And basically what you do is you kind of lean, you put it on whatever side you want it to be on, and then you will wrap around your head and Velcro that, okay? So in order for you not to have any movement, you have to have this pretty tight, which can feel pretty strangling, honestly. This is like a fleece. So if you're really hot natured, I could see how this might not be the best material. But in order for it to really hold my neck still, like I have to put it on pretty tight. And I just feel like I'm wearing one of those braces that you wear if you've been in a car accident or had some kind of injury that you had to hold still. And another negative thing about it is if you tend to switch sides, which I do, I'm typically a side sleeper, so I like to be on one side and then I might want to like go this way. In order to do that, you have to take it all the way off and switch the direction, which is not really practical when you're trying to sleep. So for me and my husband, neither one of us really cared for this. The cover does come off, and it does have a really nice bag. And it does take up very minimal space because it's almost flat. Like there's almost no like cushion to it. It's just the material. There's a little bit of padding on the sides, but not a whole lot. So that one just really didn't fit what I felt like we were looking for in a neck pillow. The next pillow that I got was the Be Cozy on Amazon. So I'm going to take this one out and show you. So again, it is a fleece covering. This is the bag. It does have a little, you can hook this onto your bag. So the outside packaging is the same material as the pillow itself. Okay, so here's the structure of this one. It's a little bit different. It also has a attachment right here. If you don't want to use the bag, you can just hook this onto your backpack. But the idea of this one is that you're going to overlap it. When you overlap it in the chin area, it's going to provide more support for your neck to fall down on it, and it's going to help raise you up and keep you up. Again, I think the material is probably going to be a little bit hot because it is fleece, but this one is not a memory foam. It is just more like a foam pillow. So it's not gonna, sink in or bounce back. The way you wear it is you actually, so it does have, this back is kind of a flat, it's flat across, so it's not round all the way around like some of our older ones that we were using. So it has a flat back here to sit better against the seat back. And then when you put it on, there's Velcro here. So you would actually Velcro it. And this one's not bad, honestly. I still feel like it's just not supportive enough, and it can feel bulky, which a lot of the pillows are bulky. And that's something to keep in mind is if you're wearing the over-the-ear headphones, how much is this going to constrict that? I wear AirPods, so the pillows really don't bother me. But this is one, it's not memory foam, like I said. It's a little bit of a warmer material as it sits on my neck. And I mean, it does provide some, but I still feel like I have to have it pretty tight to feel like I'm not getting any down motion. So I still feel like it's not, and there's not a whole lot of extra space. You can see, I mean, there's a gap here. So if I'm side leaning, it's not really supporting on the side with the chin. So if you wanted to side lean, you could rotate it, and then you've got a little bit more support on the side. This might be a great option for some people. I definitely feel like if you struggle with the drop, the chin drop, when you're sleeping on a plane, you definitely need to have something that's gonna fill the gap between your chest and your chin, and this one will do that. So this one I have was actually recommended by some. It is the Nap Fun pillow. This pillow has a ton of reviews on Amazon. It's really popular. It also has the flat back design, so you can see it's going to sit nicer against the seat. This is a memory foam pillow, and it has kind of like a jersey stretchy cover. The cover does come off, which is great because you can wash it. But this one's more of a traditional shape of a pillow. The way this one works is you put it around your neck, and it has two clasps. I don't know if you can see, but they actually hook together. And then depending on the support that you need, you can actually cinch it up. So this is as tight as it gets. It doesn't give you that neck wrap sensation that's maybe a little bit tighter or constricting. I still don't feel like it gives me as much support. There's still, as you can see, I'm wearing it, I'm sitting straight up, and there's still a gap right here between my chin and my neck. So if I'm still falling, I can still fall forward. And this is as tight as it'll go. Like, it doesn't get any tighter right here. This is the cheapest option on Amazon, and I will link all these pillows in the description below. But it doesn't get any tighter, and so I really don't feel like it's the best option for what I'm looking for a long haul flight where I'm needing to sleep overnight or a red eye or something like that. Now, as we're about halfway through the video, I do want to pause and say, if you like videos like this, make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell so you never miss another video. We do all kinds of room tours, different tour videos, different theme parks, destinations. So if that's what you're into, make sure you like and subscribe. All right, so we have two more options, and these two are the two that we like the best. And I am still having a little bit of a hard time deciding which one I like the best. They're both on the pricier side of things. I want to say that they might be around like $60, $50 or $60. But this first one that we have, it's the ostrich pillow. This is the one that my husband really likes. It's a memory foam. It has a great travel pouch. It has a washable cover. It's a little bit different than some of the other ones. It's asymmetrical, so if it's gonna bother you, it may not be the best fit. But I really like the cover on this one. It's more of a slicker material. It has a little hook for you to hook it on your backpack. And then we'll take it out and have a look. All right, so this is the pillow straight out of the package. You can see right away that there's one side that's taller than the other side. So it is asymmetrical. And I think that benefits because it gives you different support. So depending on what you're looking for, it also comes with this Velcro cover to help keep your Velcro nice when you're not using it. So you can pull this off and expose the actual Velcro. And it also has, let's see, a removable cover, as I mentioned. But the way this one works is you put it on and then you overlap. So you can overlap here and Velcro it. This one definitely feels like a ginormous hug for your neck. It's very bulky. This side you can see actually comes up over my ear, which means if you wear over the ear headphones that you would not really be able to wear them comfortably with this type of pillow. And if you feel any sort of claustrophobic, it might be a little bit limiting. My husband does wear over the ear headphones, so I'm assuming when he's wearing this, he's sleeping and not listening or watching something. But it gives you great support. It fills the gap in between my neck and my chin really well. And I feel like I can lean to the side. My chin can lean down, but it's not moving. And I can lean over to this side. So this one is a really good option. I love the material of this pillow, and it's memory foam. It has a great feeling, a great material. So I think he's going to keep this one and try it out on our next flight. And I'm still kind of in between these two, so I'll show you the other one. This is the Cabo pillow. It's like the NES3, I think, is the model. There's 3 or 4 different ones. I love the bag. It's kind of a mesh padded bag with some structure to it. It has a clip that you can clip on to your backpack or carry on, and it zippers shut, which I really like. It really seemed to go back in there really nicely as well. So it's more of like a structured bag. Whereas, let's take the Nap Fun, for instance, and it's just like a little plastic thin material bag, which, I mean, that comes with any of the more expensive pillows that you purchase. You're going to get a little bit better quality as well. But here is the structure to this pillow. Now, it looks very similar to some of the other types of pillows that I've used previously, but I'm going to point out the differences. The first one is there's 2 levels. You can kind of see 2 levels of memory foam. So you've got the base one here that's wider, and then it also comes up a little bit higher on the sides as well. You also have the flat back like the other designs, but what none of the other pillows will give you are straps that actually hook onto the little, the little headrest that has the little wings on the side that you can pull forward. It will actually hook on to those. And so when you're in your seat, this is strapped to the back of the seat. So really, when your neck is in this thing, if you try to go forward, it's not going to go forward because it is strapped to the seat. I like that because you don't really have a lot of control when you're sleeping on where direction your head is. I think this one is going to provide a better support when you're flying than some of the other options. And so I'm going to point out another feature in a second, but I'm going to go ahead and put it on so I can show you. So you can see that the sides of this thing are almost up to my ear, not quite, but when I pull out this next feature, you'll see it kind of pulls it down a little bit. And I tested this with my husband holding the back handles, and like I wasn't going anywhere when he was pretending that he was the seat that I was strapped onto. Now, the next feature, and I think this is really where it won me over, is it has a chin strap. So it has a little pocket on the side that you pull this chin strap out, and then what it does, and it's adjustable to your liking, is you can strap it around. Oops, I pulled it off. Sorry, I had to make sure it was not twisted up. Okay. Yeah, so you wrap it around and it gives you extra support. It makes this come in more. So if you need to fill more of the gap here, you will. And then you're also strapped to the seat. So I can really lean any way, and I'm not going to move because I'm being held in place by the straps around the seat. So this is the one that I am leaning toward. I really love the material. It's a memory foam, and the outer is a stretchy, like jersey knit. So I feel like it's really breathable. But I really like this one. So I think I might be going with this one. I will link all of them in the description below, but if you've used one of these pillows, I'd love to hear what you thought about them on your flight. I'll obviously have to do an update about what I thought about it while I'm flying, but I want to hear from you. Have you used one of these? Pros, cons? Is there another one that I missed that is the absolute best? Make sure and leave it down below in the comments, and I'd love to hear back from you. All right, well, that's it for my review video today, guys. Please reach out if you need any help planning your next family vacation, fantasyworkstravel.com. Until next time, we will see you later.